Welcome to Mosaic Arts Online. My name is Cheryl Cohen and I will be teaching Mixed Media Succulent Gardens. In this online course, I will share with you many of my tips and tricks on how to create unique and long-lasting mixed media works. We will start with discussing many of the succulents choices you can create. Next, I will share my favorite substrates, adhesives, and tools I like to use. You will watch me work in real time as I demonstrate how to cut 3 different shapes of succulents using china, ceramic, pottery, and stained glass. Once the shapes are cut, I will show you my tried and true technique for building each of the succulents. I will even share a quick demo on creating smaller succulents and buds out of small rocks and extra materials. For this course, I have added a unique spin on using tinted epoxy sculpt to create even more shapes that you might find in nature, including reeds, leaves, and striped succulents. Once all of these shapes have been created, I will take you step by step on how to build a mixed media succulent garden. Many of the pieces you see here in front of me use all the same techniques I share in this course, including building them on bark, plywood, and these frames. This is a great course for anyone who loves to use pieces found in nature, no matter where you live. These pieces are created for indoor display only. In the next section is a PDF with all the suggested tools, materials, and resources. I hope you join me on this creative adventure.
Cheryl, thank you so much for coming to Mosaic Arts Online. We are thrilled to have this course. It's so unique, and I think people are gonna love it.
Thank you so much. It's such a delight being here.
Yes, I'm glad you could come all the way from the East Coast. So you got a little Santa Barbara weather and a little good time. So before we dive in, I want to know a little bit more about where did you come up with this idea?
Well, one of my weekly students came to one of my classes and said, with a picture of a stained glass succulent. And it had the copper foil, it had it was soldered, it was that classic stained glass technique. Right. And asked if we could make a mosaic version of that. And I thought, sure. So we started digging out pottery and china, and we started playing. And at the end of the session, I thought, wow, this is amazing. So then I became completely obsessed and did it for like 2 years and made hundreds and hundreds of succulents.
Yes, which you will see in this course. She shares many more versions of it than the ones that you see here, which is pretty incredible. And she makes this one from beginning to end during the course. So the focus, one of the major focuses of this course that I think is really important is about balance and the composition of making these. And can you elaborate a little bit more about how you did that?
That to me, well, it's all the fun part, but to me that's a huge part of the fun part. It's all about contrast. There's the hard plates against the softer wood, against the softer moss. So there's the texture contrast, there's the color contrast, there's the smooth versus rough. And it's just, to me, my goal was to mimic nature and all the contrast in nature. And so that's what I'm working toward, and I talk a lot about it in the class.
And it's excellent. It's about the working in threes or odd numbers, the big and the small. You really highlight that a lot, which should be used in art in all forms. But being able to, go to nature and then use it in this kind of form of nature is really incredible. And you do demonstrate how to make 9 different succulents, including this striped one that is epoxy sculpt and these reeds that are epoxy sculpt. So that's a really special spin that you've added with the tint to the epoxy sculpt.
It has been so much fun developing these. It's just pretty endless what you can do. I hope everybody enjoys it as much as I do.
And about the materials, it's pretty easy. You're like thrift shop and art stores. And then tell us the other most important place you get a lot of your materials.
Oh, I'm a yard sailor, big time. And I love just collecting. I'm such a collector, and boy, do I get donations. I mean, people are calling me all the time, can I give you this, can I give you that? So I have quite a huge variety of materials, and I just love, the variation, and it's, to me, every single succulent is so different and exciting because of that.
And then nature.
Oh.
And nature.
I didn't.
Nature.
So,
in nature, you
in
find
nature.
bark, and you find a lot of all the other acorns and things like that.
I do a lot of hiking, and as a matter of fact, when I was out in this neighborhood in Santa Barbara, I had a bag with me, and I had so much fun collecting. Oh my gosh. And they're completely different than what I see in the
Yes.
East Coast.
Right.
So I got very excited, and I
Yes.
cannot wait to start making my Santa Barbara pieces when I get back.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming to Mosaic Arts Online, sharing this really unique technique. I think our students are going to love it. And thank you again.
Thank you. It's been great.